Hey, what's up? This is Antonio Thompson from AntonioRThompson.com, and I'm coming to you from my home office here in Brooklyn, New York. We've got some game-changing messenger marketing updates that were announced yesterday, August 29th, 2019. These policies were announced yesterday, but they don't go into play until January 15th. But there are some important things that you should be aware of. As I mentioned, these new policies don't take effect today, but you must know what's going on so you're prepared on January 15, 2020. Now, let's go through some of what was announced yesterday. The first thing is standard messaging, right? Here's the big but. It stays the same, but, and we all knew this was coming, as of January 15, 2020, you no longer can send a +1 message, right? So businesses have up to 24 hours to respond to a user, meaning 24 hours to be promotional. There will be no more +1. That's it. It's done. As Facebook says here, it says this change aligns with people's expectations of faster responses from businesses. So as of January 15, 2020, you cannot send a +1 promotional message. So the next update is message tags. This is important. Facebook is simplifying message tags. As of today, there are about 17 different tags you can choose from. As of January 15, they're reducing that to 4. Right, so businesses can start using these 4 tags right away, but you want to look at what those 4 tags are, and you can learn more here by clicking on this button here. You can see the 4 tags are more related to e-commerce. If you think about it, they're right here. So confirmed event update, post-purchase update, account update, and human agent rather. And confirm update, it tells you exactly what it means, right? What's allowed, reminder of upcoming classes, appointments, or events that the user has scheduled, confirmation of user's reservation or attendance to an accepted event, notification of users' transportation or trip schedule such as arrival, cancellation, baggage delays, or other status changes. So I think this can be useful for webinars, if you're doing some if you're having consultations, right? Reminder of calls. You can use this tag. The other tag is post-purchase update, right? Confirmations of transaction, shipment, etc. These are really e-commerce type tags. Account update, right? A change in application status, notification of suspicious activity, right? It tells you also what's not allowed. Disallowed content here. Definitely read this stuff. The last one is human agent, right? This allows a human agent to respond to users' inquiries. This is basically saying that if the issue cannot be resolved with within the standard messaging window, it allows you to connect with them inside of basically live chat, right? So they're getting rid of a bunch of the tags that are currently there and consolidating them into these 4 tags right here. We go back to the updates. All right, and so now for the big update. Subscription messaging. If you applied for it and were approved for subscription messaging, that's good, but it's only good until January 15, 2020. As of January 15th, 2020, only pages that are registered with the Facebook News Page Index will be allowed to send non-promotional subscription messages. And they're highly encouraging relevant pages to submit their application immediately. But as you can see, if I go to Facebook News Page Index, the criteria is really focused on news pages and news organizations, right? So it tells you how to get started, right? Any admin with access to page of businesses should see the news pages option under registrations tab and business settings. If I go to that, business settings, and if I go to pages, if I click on this page here, and I go to registrations and go to news pages, and I select pages, select page I want to connect to. Let's go to my business page here and hit done. Right, so here are the responses, right? So register this page, add your website, verify domain, verify your business, about your publication, right? Policies, fact check policy, ethics policy, corrections policy, ownership and funding info, editorial team, right? This is all related to news organizations. So probably not going to be approved for subscription messaging because I'm not a news organization. So what does that mean for your business? Well, two things moving forward. Well, one, Facebook wants you to be using sponsored messages, right? Paying to send messages, and that's just what it's going to come to. So in order to send broadcast messages out, you will have to use sponsored messaging and pay for it. Now, I don't believe this is the end of the world. What I believe it is an opportunity for you to create more conversations inside your messenger bot and not utilize it like email, right? Where you're just sending out broadcast messaging to get people to take some action. What I recommend you do is utilize the sequences to deliver value and then move people to an action to buy something, to be a customer, right? And you can still utilize sponsored messaging, but I do believe using the sequences to deliver content, deliver value, and then move people to actually making a purchase. All right, so just some updates on what I mentioned, what I talked about here today. Number one, new standard messaging as of January 15th, 2020. Businesses will have only 24 hours to respond to a user. In that period, they can be promotional. The second, new message tag. So they're eliminating 17 tags and consolidating it to only 4. And most of those 4 tags are e-commerce focused, with the exception of the tag that talks about a confirmed event update. And then the last update is subscription messaging. You know, if you're not a news organization, you won't be allowed to send subscription messaging and have to use sponsored messaging. Now, if you do violate Facebook's policies here, you can be restricted from sending messages altogether and have your page basically shut down. If you do receive a restriction, the page will receive an explanation in the support inbox. Just definitely check that out and find out, why you've been restricted from sending messages. So that's the update. Hope this was helpful and valuable. If it was, definitely let me know in the comments below. If you have questions, put them in the comments as well. And definitely subscribe to my channel here and click the bell up above to receive notifications when I release my next video. All right, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.